Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 81. I am your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters H.
Oh, okay. Noelle Winters H.
I wanted to switch it up. We're here to talk about Catfish, the television show, season 4, episode 8, Jamey and Ari.
Did you remember this episode?
No. When have I remembered
so
anything?
Funny.
You know what's really funny? I will watch like on TikTok, people do like recaps of Teen Mom. They'll be like, here's, all of Janelle's history. And like, these are all of her ex-boyfriends. And this is what happened. And then this happened. And this happened. I'm like, oh my God, really?
That's so funny. Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
sent me one of Janelle and Cortland the other day.
Oh God. It was like brand new information to me.
That's so funny.
I was like, this is very fascinating. I had no clue anything about her past. I've never seen her before in my life.
Never. I don't even know who this is.
I don't even know who this is. I don't do a podcast on this. This isn't my only expertise. So that's good.
Oh, that's funny.
No, but I will tell you, like, even when we were talking with Jarrett from Bowling for Soup, right? Him and his wife, Jarrett was on our podcast, and him and his wife watch like religiously.
Right.
They know so much more than I do.
Yeah, because I remember everything. I remember we were talking like in depth about things.
And I was like, sorry, guys, I wasn't there for that. I wasn't born yet.
It's so funny, but yet you remember like things in your life.
It's a different part of my brain, Noelle.
Yeah, it's a different type of love.
Well, we are here to meet Jamey from Houston, Texas. He moved very abruptly from Michigan.
What's wrong with him too?
Something bad happened. I think when
he's hiding from something.
Yes. When you move from Michigan to Texas, it's like moving from New York to Florida.
Yes.
Texas is the Florida of Michigan.
It is. It's the Florida of Michigan. Right. Like something's happening.
Yeah, something's happening. He's like, I came here to get to know my cousin, so I moved in with him.
Sure. Okay. That's how you get to know your cousin. Okay.
I mean, that's definitely one way to get to know your cousin. So he met a girl on Plenty of Fish, barista. She calls herself Ari, 23 female. They're talking, they're texting, but they're talking on the phone with voice.
Like right away.
They both do not have cars and they both work a lot. What do you do for work?
Well, we know what they both do for work.
What do they do? Oh, well, yeah, but what do you do for work that no one has a car?
Oh, I think that he's poor.
Okay. So Ari said that they should meet on Catfish. That is where she would like to meet him.
So you know how they're like, okay, never mind. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So he said that he is working to become a meat cutter. And they're like, do you mean butcher? And he's like, no, meat cutter.
What's the difference?
Turns out he means butcher.
He does.
Yeah, he just did not know the word for it.
Yeah, he's like, no, a meat cutter.
Yeah, they're like, but that's actually a butcher. So they go to see him at his meat cutting shop. No, so he Skypes with her. And she shows her face. It's just really close.
Really up close. And
he said that she's very pretty. And all they will talk about is how they think she's fat.
After we watched this, when I was like looking them up and like researching and stuff, I'm like, so many people commented, like, of course, Neve and Max won't stop speculating about her weight.
Yep. So Neve said, quote, maybe she's heavier.
Okay.
So they go to Houston and they go to the meat plant.
They go to the chop shop.
The meat plant, Meat City, if you will.
That's my favorite.
The original Meat City. This is a butcher shop.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
There's a meat locker in the back.
Right. But it's a butcher shop because like you can go there and just buy meat.
Yeah.
Because there's like a little area to buy meat.
Yeah. Okay. That's so new, honey.
He's staying with his cousin. They're really just getting to know each other.
Right. Right.
This guy's a really serious guy. He does not smile. He's not happy.
Is he very nervous or is there like a problem?
Both.
Right. Because they're like, you don't have to be so nervous. And it's like, I don't know if I'd call this nerves. I don't know what I would call this exactly.
Lack of personality?
Yeah, kind of. Something very bad happened to him.
You saw something. You saw a cow.
Something.
It's almost like you've seen a cow get cut up in little pieces.
Yeah. And then you have a bunch of them hanging in a back room.
Right. And maybe it just gives you nightmares.
Yeah. Something bad happened to you.
Yeah. Maybe meat related, maybe not meat related.
Right. Could
maybe
be meat related.
Maybe a different kind of meat related.
I was just going to say different meat. Different strokes,
meat.
different folks.
Maybe a meat, maybe a stroke.
You
maybe
never
a stroke of the
know.
meat.
You never know.
Something bad happened.
No, something very bad happened. But if he's on the lam, he's doing a bad job of it because he's on TV.
It's not good. So Neve said that maybe she's pregnant. And he's like, but she's a virgin.
How do you know? Prove it. Do you have her hymen? Prove it.
She's a virgin who can't drive.
She's a virgin who can't drive.
No, literally.
Yeah, right. She is a virgin who can't drive. She is a virgin who can't drive.
She's a virgin who can't drive.
Shopping with Dr. Seuss.
Look at that.
She is a virgin who can't drive.
Yep. Where is her hymen? Yeah, exactly.
How do you know? So that is what you choose to believe?
But that's the thing. It's like everyone on these shows are like, well, how could that be? Because their entire family died in a car accident.
Right.
And it's like, oh, really?
Right.
Tell me more.
What did you think when you were watching this? Like, did you have anything in mind? Like,
so
what
this
is
my problem. This is my problem. My problem is that I watched it on Hulu and the thumbnail on Hulu is her.
I know.
What do you do in Hulu?
I know. As soon as this came up, I'm like, Tracy's going to know.
Hulu.
It's not going to keep her in suspense.
You did a bad job, Bo.
Yeah, Hulu always does that. Hulu always shows the catfish on the thumbnail so many times.
It's like, what are you doing? I didn't really know what was going on.
Okay. Love that for you.
Let's get real. So then they look at her profile and she has these cheek piercings.
I think that they're so cute on some people.
Listen, she looks adorable. Max says she looks bigger in the second picture than she does in the first.
Okay. That's good.
Max, you look shorter.
Good. Yeah, Max, like this isn't even who you are. This is more Neve. What are you doing? Neve is
it's who he is.
It's
who they all are.
Yeah.
All right, so Neve and Max now have fake flashbacks
of
no Max, and then they bring up his movie. Guess what?
Why?
Did you watch the movie?
No.
Did anyone watch the movie?
No.
Does anyone know who Max is? I don't know.
Nobody knows. There's no way to know.
There's no way to know. It's like with Aaron Carter or something.
It wasn't with Aaron Carter?
I don't think so.
Oh, I was going to say, he was alive back then.
It's someone. I wish I could print out the face of the kid that it is. It's
someone. Yes. It's Zac Efron. Is it Zac Efron?
Whatever.
Okay.
That's not Aaron Carter.
Yeah. Well, he's alive though.
Well, whatever. At the time, they were both alive. So they find her profile.
Right.
And they search her pictures and find her profile. And then they find out that Irma's her mom. Okay.
Wow. And she looks just like her mom.
They're looking for a secret.
Right. But what are you going to find on there?
Okay. But I got to tell you, they kind of found something. 12, 24, 14. She said that she's meeting her in-laws.
See, it's like, because this is where my pet peeve comes in. And people are like,
when people pretend that's my husband.
That's my wife.
It's not your husband.
No, it's not your husband. It's not
your husband. No.
It's not your in-laws.
It's not your in-laws.
Right.
No.
Kaz is tagged in this.
Right. So Kaz I was like, how is Jamey in this picture?
Right.
Okay. When they saw the picture, I thought that they were going to discover that Jamey already knew her.
Right. And I'm like, another one of these episodes?
Yes. I'm like, we just did that.
I know.
So they call Ari's friend,
Sophia.
And they're like, what's up with her? Is she married? And she's like, well, she's with Kaz, but I got to go. I can't say anything.
And she hangs up. It's over.
So they show up at fake band practice. So I love this.
What the hell is this?
I liked it. I liked it because the garage was open, right? They were all facing the cameras. They didn't know anyone was coming. And they were all just strumming their guitars, sitting all next to each other at the same time. I loved it.
Uncle Mike and Henry.
I loved Uncle Mike. I loved Henry. This was such a good band.
Uncle Mike seems very nice though.
They seem nice. They're famous.
What's their names? What's the band name?
The Meat Cutters.
Oh, that was good, Tracy.
Thank you.
This is good. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why you get paid the big bucks.
This is why I get paid the big
bucks. This is why you're all over TikTok. This is why.
This is why. Thank you so much. So she's texting him.
She's like blowing him up.
Okay, she's blowing up his phone, but the way he reacts to this is very strange too.
Right, but also, what's the context?
We don't know.
Right. Why is she suddenly so mean to him?
Right. but he's also like, oh, she's been,
He's
the
like,
way,
she's not usually like
buzz,
this.
buzz, buzz. But the way he's acting is very strange.
I know. Yes, it is. Buzz,
Suspect,
buzz.
buzz. So she's texting him really nasty, one word answers, leave me alone.
And then she's like, leave me alone. Hello. And it's like, oh, I do that.
I do that too.
Me. Yeah.
That's Brianna from Teen Mom.
She's
like, I told him that I don't want to talk to him anymore. And then he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. So I broke up with him.
Where I say goodnight at 4 p.m.
Oh, I love that. That is me. So he said he doesn't use Facebook, so he would not know about her in-laws.
Okay.
So Neve calls her and she said that she's not sure, but she has a secret. And then she backpedals on it and said it's a mistake. But do you notice when Neve said it, Neve's like, I thought you wanted the show involved.
Right.
She called the show for sure.
Yeah, she 100% called the show, but also they're acting like, well, this is the first time a catfish has ever wanted to go through us. And it's like, do you remember last episode? Our 10
Do you remember every episode?
Brie and Whitney?
Do you remember every episode?
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like Brie and Whitney purposely wanted to go through catfish. That's exactly what's happening again. Like, so why are you acting like this never happened before?
Exactly. So she hangs up.
Right.
She can't. She's like, I can't hear you.
She's
My mom's calling me.
Right.
I can't. Irma's here.
Oh God. So
Irma said I had to get off the phone.
But that's what I mean. It's lame, Tracey.
It's super lame, but don't worry, because they talked to her the next day and now she wants to meet him, but she wants to meet them first.
She wants to meet them first. I'd want to meet them first too, though.
Me too.
Like in any situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I catfish someone and I get found out, I want Neve and Max to come to the park.
Because you could get them on your side.
Oh, they're easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also it would be Neve and Cammy. I could so get Cammy on my side.
I would like to just hang out with Cammy in general.
She looks so good. I mean, listen, she's very pretty, but like she looks extra good lately.
Okay. Her pictures, when I'm on Catfish Trash Talk, I always look at her pictures and I'm like, how does she look like this?
Yeah. Like she's even prettier if that's possible.
Gorgeous.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to meet them first. Who am I going to catfish? Ooh.
Oh, there's no way to know.
This is exciting. I can't wait to do this. So they meet her at Catfish Park.
Of course.
And she said that she wanted to be friends with him at first.
Okay.
On a dating website.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. It's so confusing to me because it's like you're acting like you didn't want to date him, but you do want to date him.
Of course you do.
Right.
So she said that she is trans.
Right.
And that is her secret. And she knew because her family knew at an early age.
Right.
She was in Walmart, about 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like every trans story starts.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, do you want this lady doll of a lady?
Right.
Or do you want this shirtless man with ripped abs?
Right.
And she was like, I want the lady doll with the lady. Now, don't you think?
Yeah.
Also, so she picked the Barbie instead of the wrestling doll.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so she knew
okay. So that's the telltale sign.
Trans.
Come on. Right.
They were like, put her on hormone stat.
And so she's going through transition.
But when you think about it.
Yeah.
And now I've read this, like, I'm sure there's like memes about this, right?
Sure.
So you're gay or trans because you want, so like, okay, if you're a little boy, you're supposed to want the shirtless, ripped man.
Wouldn't that be the thing that would make you gay?
Right.
Technically, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
if anything's
it's like
making you gay.
If a little boy wants something that's a boy, not a girl, you would think that would, I don't know. It's like is it because it's macho?
It's like, here's a man. He's got a 6-pack. He's also in his underwear.
Right.
He's oiled up. Do you want to hold him?
Or do you want the very pretty girl?
Yeah. It's like, no, I want this man in his undies.
Yeah. Yeah. Tracy, what a good point.
Thank you so much.
I never thought about that.
I think about it all the time. So yeah, the whole family knew just because of Barbie.
Okay. Well, that's good. Good to know. But her parents are very supportive. So that's super cool.
Yes, that's very, very nice. Now, also, she said they asked her about this guy in the pictures in her in-laws, and she's like, oh, yeah, I knew them forever. That was an ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
why are you calling them your in-laws?
You knew them forever? You said you were just meeting them.
Right. I thought your in-laws. Mm-hmm.
No. I don't know. She's not answering anything. So she is on hormones. And Max also brings up that surgery is very expensive.
Right. Thanks so much, Max.
Cool.
Thank you for letting us know that.
Yeah. She was like, what?
No way. I've never
even looked into it.
No way.
So she's scared to tell James. What's his name?
Okay.
Jamey.
Jamey.
Yeah, she's scared to tell him. And
she hopes for love.
Neve and Max go back to the meat cutter studio.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, okay. She's trans. And he goes, wow.
So he didn't really react very much.
No.
I don't know if it's because he was just shocked. Maybe not surprised.
I don't think he was shocked.
Yeah,
I don't think any of this surprised him. I think he knew.
Yeah, I don't think he was surprised at all. But he certainly, I don't know. I feel like
he was like,
this
wow.
could have gone right. This could have gone either way because some men would have been mad.
Well, which is why I understood that she wanted to tell Neve and Max first.
Absolutely.
It's like, actually, this is a pretty good thing to show awareness how dangerous it is.
It is
how dangerous it is for trans women to reveal that they're trans women to men sometimes.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you hear really horrific stories.
Very bad. It's very dangerous. So he goes to meet her.
He's nice.
She has on every accessory that was ever made.
I've never seen so many.
She has on a necklace. She has the biggest necklace on, the biggest earrings, the biggest everything. There's 25 bracelets. I mean, every accessory. She has on a very cute skater dress.
I love her hair.
Her hair looks good. And I got to tell you, I know that you love her denim vest.
Of course I do. That's my shit.
And slouchy boots. This was clearly.
I was going to say I really like the boots too, but those are very outdated.
Yes. So Jamey wants to talk to her in private.
Because it seems very awkward.
Right. So he's like, hey, in private with all the cameras.
Right.
And he's like, hey, so when, did you know about this? When did it start? And she's like, I don't want to talk to you. And he's like, okay, well, you don't have to talk to me. I don't mean to make you upset or nervous or scared.
Yeah, you don't have to be nervous.
Right. And he's being super kind.
So I was thinking the same thing. And I guess she just clammed up. I think she just shut down because she was so scared.
Understood. But I didn't like him at first.
No, I really liked him here.
And then I was like, yeah, oh, he's acting a regular amount of nice. He's not even laying it on thick.
No, he is acting like what you dream of someone acting like.
We're like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. Not
Thank you for being kind.
Cool.
Right.
You're such a hero.
I'm so proud of you.
Get out of here.
Shut up.
Right. So she doesn't want to talk and she walks away from him and then she runs away from Neve and Max.
Crying.
Yes.
Yeah, that was sad.
And that's it. We don't see her. Why didn't we go back the next day when she was calmer?
So that's what I was wondering. And I was thinking maybe she didn't want to.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Because they usually do okay, everyone, let's cool down. Let me meet you tomorrow.
Right. Or at least let Neve and Max meet her again tomorrow.
Sure. So she runs away and then we get an update.
He got a Malibu, honey.
An old Malibu. Great car.
It really is. I don't even think they make them anymore.
They don't because it's not good. He said that he tried to talk to her. He wants to be friends with her. They're kind of friends.
Right.
And then we get her update where she's feeling better and they are friends.
Which I actually really love.
Yeah, I loved it. I don't know. It was just, I think that I did love his reaction. That was my favorite part of the episode because it was not over the top either way.
Right,
I don't like.
He also could have been really mean too, for all we know.
He could have been really, or he could have just said I don't want to meet her. Thank you.
Yes, right. They could have told him in the music studio,
right, at the Meat Cutter Studios,
and he could have been like, "No, thank you."
Right.
Yeah.
At Meat Cutter Records.
At Meat Cutter Records. I think he used to work for them.
I used to work for them. I was on their street team. It was before I really had a real job. It wasn't paid, but I got to see so many meat shows.
Did you learn is that where you learned how to butcher? Is that where you learned how to carve the turkey that really impressed my father-in-law this year? I was thinking about that today because I was watching a Thanksgiving episode of Mob Wives and I'm like, remember when Tracey butchered the turkey and blew his mind apart?
Your father-in-law was ready to catch the turkey like I was gonna drop it on the floor. He was like, okay. I mean, he was like the assistant in my surgery. And I was like, I could do surgery by myself. And he was like, you cannot. You clearly need a nurse.
He loved it.
I know. He was like, okay, I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to hold it here. We're going to put 400 cutting boards under it.
Oh,
And I was like, I just
funny.
need one cutting board. He put out a cutting board. There was a cooking sheet. There were so many apparatuses. He just did not understand it.
He gave full of apparatus.
Electric knife.
And you're like, I don't need that.
I was like, no, we're good. What are we making? Deli meat?
Oh God, that was so funny.
Listen, I'll cut a roast beef with an electric knife.
Yeah, well, that's the best way to cut a roast beef.
I always cut a roast beef with an electric knife. But no, a turkey? No, we're good.
Tracey's a good butcher.
I'm a good meat cutter. I went to meat cutting school too. And I work at the Meat Cutter Studios. And that's when I got hired as the director. I was the head of meat A&R.
I was the director of meat there.
I was the head of A&R at Meat Cutter Records. And we found a lot of we actually, I didn't want to say anything, but this is the truth.
Okay.
This is not even a lie. We are Meat Cutter Records, right? We're the ones that signed Meatloaf.
Go home. You're drunk.
Wait, can I say something really terrible and funny?
Say it.
Oh my God, you guys are really gonna like this.
Say it.
I should have probably talked about this on BS, but here we are.
Okay.
So I'm on all these dating apps. I hate everyone. They're terrible. These guys are like terrible. And it's not like, oh, Tracey's being picky. It's like, no.
No, they're actually terrible.
No, they're terrible. Like every time I see someone who doesn't look absolutely out of their minds, disgusting, creepy, murdery, I swipe right on them because it's like, that's all I got. Right. Okay. I saw this guy on there and I was like, well, this is not for me, but this is going to be funny.
Okay.
Apparently he's in a Meatloaf cover band and his name is Pot Roast.
Stop it.
He hasn't messaged me. He's just like in my matches. And the other day I was like looking through my matches and I was like, oh, right. I forgot about Pot Roast.
Oh man, I love Pot Roast.
But he looks like Meatloaf.
Real. Oh my God, he does look like Meatloaf.
And it's like, I can't have a Meatloaf lookalike in my life.
Why not?
Noelle.
Honestly, why not?
His name is
the legendary Pot Roast is the sign in back of him.
He's also vaccinated.
Good for him.
He works a lot and it's very important to him. Should I message him?
Do it. You should. Of course you should.
Hey, Pot. Be like, what do you like better, potatoes or carrots?
Right. What's your preferred side?
Maybe we could sign him at Meat Cutter Records.
You never know. Are they still around?
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, it's just, it's more digital now.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, they're partners with Spotify.
Okay, that's good.
They work out of WeWork.
Okay.
Noelle, what'd you find?
Okay, well, I found Jamey on Facebook.
Of course, you found him on Facebook. I knew you found him on Facebook because there's no way that he would do Instagram.
He doesn't have Instagram.
Of course,
the only Instagram he has is like one child picture. I'm like, I'm gonna get flagged for even looking at this Instagram, so I can't even.
What's
open
his
this.
Facebook?
Jamey Blades Blades.
Oh, Blades. I really like how he leans into his meat cutting.
Jamey Blades. He's cute. Now he's bad. Cute. Yeah.
Listen, he wasn't bad before. He was very plain looking.
No, I know, but I feel like he's cute. And then if from May 10, 2020, there's a picture of him and his cousin Henry, his fellow meat.
They got closer.
They are closer. There is a picture of them in wife beaters together from October 12th, 2019.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend. He lives in Michigan again.
Oh, okay. So he went back. Okay.
Yeah, he's back in Michigan. Also, I found on Bustle a little snippet from Ari. Ari talked about her current relationship status with Jamey. She said after the two of them finished filming, they were able to talk on the phone and work on the relationship. We talked about some things and how no matter what, he would still be a friend of mine and that he wasn't going to freak out over something not controllable. It made me feel very happy. He cared for me and my feelings, and the friendship we had still mattered enough to him to want to save it. His reaction showed me that sometimes you can be scared to tell someone you're transgender and things still turn out okay.
Okay, well, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I liked him so much after that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, okay.
Isn't that sad though, that we like a man because he reacted in a regular way?
Yes.
That's great.
Jamey also has a Twitter, but it hasn't been updated to 2015.
definitely
Jamey MTV Catfish.
Yeah, okay.
So I know, right? It's so lame. So Ari has an Instagram, and Ari is still with Kaz.
Ooh, but that was just her
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend. This is her in-laws.
Well, Ari is now with Kaz back together, I
Interesting.
guess. MISSTELENOVELA.
I love that
Miss
name.
Telenovela.
That's very funny.
So I don't really know about what's going on. I just know that she's with her ex and they're together, because she'll post like 2 pictures and then not post for like a year.
Right.
And it's basically just like a bunch of selfies. That's really all it is.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm happy that everyone's happy.
And she's not on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, Noelle.
Well, Tracey, this has been fun.
It's been fun. If you want to talk about this podcast or the show Catfish, go to Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook, and you could join our discussion group and you could chat with us about it.
Do it.
But also Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram. You can follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go follow Trash Talk Podcasts on TikTok and also YouTube Trash Talk Podcasts, where you can find a lot of our videos and our clips. And TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming stand-up comedy tour dates, coming up with Louis J. Gomez, the original Puerto Rican Rattlesnake, and Adrian Appalucci, that you might have caught opening for Louis C.K. at Madison Square Garden. No big deal.
Oh, so cool.
No big deal. So yeah, go to TraceyCarnazzo.com, everything podcast related, patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you could join the Catfish Trash Talk Elite level, where you can get this podcast the day that we record it.
Right now.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.